What's up, beautiful people? Today is January 4th, and here's the energy report. Actually, before we get into that, don't forget, guess the background screen and win a free reading with me. A bunch of people have already been guessing. Good guesses, and you guys are in the realm of what the vibration is, but not quite there. So keep going. And when I go live tomorrow on Tuesday, the 5th of January, I'll be going live only on YouTube, okay? Not on Instagram, only on YouTube. And I will give you guys hints, okay? Help you guys out a little bit. So hopefully that'll help. So also, if you'd like a reading from me, go to spiritualbodybuilder.com. Don't forget, by the end of January, I will be shifting my daily energy reports over to the opportunity community. All right. So you'll want to go to my website, go to there, click on opportunity. You know, the reason why, because look, on these social media platforms, we have to be very careful what we talk about. And on the website, I can talk about whatever I want. And there's a lot of things that I want to talk about that I can't think about here, and it's frustrating. Okay, so there you have it. There's why. Join the opportunity community, and you'll have an opportunity to connect with an amazing group of people. We have a community on Facebook, and we'll be having our daily energy reports there. But I'll still be bringing you the weekly energy reports and the full moon, new moon, and the monthly energy reports on my YouTube, and sharing this stuff with you on Instagram as well. So with all that out of the way, let's get into the energy for today. So look, we are walking into a culmination period, a kind of hectic time, a very intense time of energy. Okay, today in particular, we have Mercury conjunct Pluto. All right, that is no joke, bro. All right, Mercury, anything. I mean, really, look. We're going to have a lot of conjunctions. Well, the new moon coming on the 13th, 14th of January is going to be conjunct Pluto too. So this Plutonian energy is going to be, it's like the last few hits that are just knocking us into this next realm, right? And we also have today Mars at 29 degrees of Aries. So that feeling of just got to get up, go do something. Right? Make something happen. A lot of fire is going to be spitting all over the place. Not to mention that, we have this square becoming exact between Uranus and Jupiter and Uranus and Saturn, and Mars coming in the mix. With Mercury is going to be in the mix there too. It's going to be a smorgasbord of what the fuck, basically. Okay. So we're going to see with all these energies, a lot of stuff happening, in the world. All right. It's going to be another, as we know, whatever is going on January 6th with all the politics in the United States, I'm sure that's gonna raise some eyebrows, and some crazy shit's gonna go down. But the Mars squares, the Aries Capricorn energies, all right, they have to finish their process. That's the culmination point of this energy. So I encourage you not to get too wrapped up in all the shit that's going on in the world. Don't stay glued to your computer, your TV, like, oh my God, what's going to happen next? Because you know what, really, it's out of your control. So why even pay? I mean, being in the know is understandable, but you don't have to listen to it play by play like a football game. You can just afterwards, all right, give me the highlights, what happened. This is how it's going to affect me. And that's that. All right. Stay centered. It's really important time, guys. Like this energy that I'm feeling, it's so intense, and all of us right now are definitely there's a lot of change. There's a big rip, like the Band-Aid is about to come off, right? It's about to be ripped off, and we can feel it coming. And whenever this kind of energy starts to come up really intense like this, we start to get all like, I gotta make moves. Like we may make moves too soon, not enough. Like this is where really staying centered and just being patient with the process is super, super important. Okay. Try not to get too much in your head about it, because remember, we still have Neptune square the nose. In fact, it's almost exact. We have Neptune today at 18 degrees, 33 minutes, and the nodes are at 19 degrees, 40 minutes. So they're less than a degree. They're less than a degree apart from the exact square. Once they pass, it'll be over. Okay, this isn't like a retrograde. So these move very slowly. So about 2 more weeks, and then we'll be done with that shenanigans. Okay. And then things will start to clear up. Then, of course, right after that, we go into Mercury retrograde, but okay, it's going to be not as delusional as this shit. All right. So take your steps, just one step at a time. Trust your heart. And things are confusing right now. Things are like, where do I go? What do I do? Almost like we have 1 foot in the old dimension and 1 foot in the new dimension. And it's like the old dimension, new dimension, they're moving apart, and our legs are going to a split. If we're not flexible, we're going to tear something. We're like, fuck, what do I do? Well, did you know you can levitate? That is the faith. That is the trust. That is the, okay, I got this. I don't know how I got this. I don't know where I'm going to go. Because look, typically speaking, when we get to this point, right, when there's massive change going on and ready to move into this new chapter, we instinctually go back to old habits and patterns in order to feel safe or feel comfortable or, feel like we can handle it. But the universe is not letting us do that this time. Okay, there's no going back, and there's really no going forward yet. So we must go within. And that's really the bottom line. So, massive amounts of acceptance, right? Like for me, I'm personally, I've been an athlete my whole life, and this injury has prevented me from working out. So I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm having a hard time getting back into it. I'm having a hard time getting back into wanting to work out, wanting to be in shape, because I feel so fucking out of shape. And maybe, you guys, like, you haven't seen me at my best or whatever, but we are our own worst critic, right? So I'm sitting here like, fuck, man, I gotta get back into shape. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And then when I think about it, I just get overwhelmed. I'm like, ugh, just too much to do. Okay. And so I'm right there with you. I get it. Okay. We have to take a step back from that. I'm talking to myself here as well. Take a step back and take it one step at a time. Don't beat yourself up for the shit that you can't control, or the shit that's, that's just not working the way that you want it to work. That's our control dynamic, right? And just be okay with what is. You're going to be all right. Don't fight the tidal wave. We have a tidal wave coming, I'm not going to lie, but when the tidal wave comes in, it's going to wash away all the old shit and the dead stuff and bring to life something new, something beautiful. So it's going to be cathartic. All right. This age of Aquarius is slowly, very slowly, step by step coming into play, coming into power. So, once Mars gets in, well, I say once Mars passes Uranus, actually, it's going to start to stabilize. So we still got a couple weeks of this 2020 type energy going on. Shit's going to get fucking crazy. So, yeah, but on a positive note, we do have a grand trine today between the moon, Black Moon Lilith, and Saturn and Jupiter. Okay. So grand trines are always pleasant. They're always nice. They're always great. And Black Moon Lilith is at 0 degrees of Gemini. We have that trine to the moon, which is, this is like just wanting to speak your truth, like wanting to get out there, wanting to share with people, with friends, maybe being frisky and flirty and fun and just getting out there and let's just fuck it and just celebrate, all right? Don't go too overboard with the celebration. And with those both trine over to Jupiter and Saturn, this is like, hey, all right, this is a new beginning. Let's fucking go. Let's connect to new people. Let's have fun. But there is a bit of an escapist energy with this too. All right, so just be careful with that. Don't go too far. All right, be good to yourself and stay true to your heart. That's the biggest thing that I always talk about. Stay true to your heart, boo. All right. So I pray that you all have a beautiful and wonderful day. If you would like a reading from me again, please go to spiritualbodybuilder.com. And don't forget that tomorrow, Tuesday, January 5th, I will be going live on YouTube only. And I'll have this background up and you guys can ask me questions in the chat and I will give you some hints. We'll see if we can get this right. But here, real quick, I'm going to show you the whole thing. All right. There's the whole shebang for you right there. So what does it speak to you? What does it say? Let me know in the comments below. I love you all very much. Aho. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you all tomorrow.